settle into comfort, wherever you are, whether lying in bed, resting on a chair, or simply letting your body sink into stillness. Feel the weight of the day sliding away, like leaves carried by a quiet river. The air is calm, the stars are awake, and this moment belongs to you. Tonight, I will tell you a story, not a short story, not even just a tale of people or places, but a story of ideas, of how machines came to be called intelligent, of how circuits learned to imitate thought, and of how dreams of the future stretch far into the horizon. This is the story of artificial intelligence. Before we begin, let me ask you a few quiet questions, not for quick answers, but to stir quiet wonder. Can a machine ever truly think as we do? Could an artificial mind one day feel joy or sadness? Might AI be our greatest helper, or could it try to outgrow us? And what will the world look like when the year 2050 arrives? These questions float like distant stars in the night sky, a story meant to rest in your thoughts, like a lullaby of ideas. Begin our nighttime walk. Let me share a soft outline of the path ahead. We'll travel through the stages of AI, from narrow tools of today to dreams of general intelligence and whispers of superintelligence. We'll pause to reflect on fairness, on jobs and change, on the human thread of empathy and care. We'll drift toward questions of danger, responsibility, and trust. We'll touch on consciousness, on the mysteries of quantum AI. And finally, we'll imagine the year 2050, a time when AI may live beside every life as helper, partner, or challenge. This is our path tonight, a quiet journey, a story to rest in your thoughts. If sleep comes along the way, let it come gently. The story will continue without you, like a river flowing softly toward tomorrow. With each chapter, you may feel your mind wander, drifting between curiosity and calm. And if sleep comes, let it come gently, like a companion, walking quietly beside us. So now, breathe slowly, release the weight of today, and let us begin our quiet walk into the world of artificial intelligence. What AI really is? Artificial intelligence, often called AI, is the science of teaching machines to behave in ways that seem intelligent. But what does that really mean? Imagine a child, not made of bone and skin, but of circuits and code. This child does not learn by touch or play, but by absorbing patterns. Patterns hidden inside data. Show it 100 pictures of cats, and slowly it learns the shape of a cat. Tell it 1,000 stories, and it begins to guess how the next story might end. At its heart, an eye is like a mirror. It reflects back what we give it. If we teach it music, it hums melodies. If we feed it recipes, it becomes a quiet guide in the kitchen. If we give it history, it retells the past. Imagine holding up a mirror to your own mind. Some thinkers call AI the new electricity. Once upon a time, electricity lit up the night. It powered machines and transformed lives. Now, AI fuels the digital systems around us. It translates languages in an instant, recommends songs that fit our moods, recognizes faces in photos, and helps doctors read medical scans. And yet, AI is not magic. Beneath the surface, it is mathematics, it is algorithms, it is logic arranged into silent structures. But like a well-told story, the details fade, and what remains is wonder. Think of AI as a vast storyteller. It has read every book in the library, and when you ask a question, It answers by weaving threads from what it remembers. It does not dream as we do, but it patterns the world in ways that feel almost dreamlike. Let's slow down here and look inside with calm curiosity. AI learns through 3 gentle ingredients: data, models, and feedback. First comes data. For AI, data is like bedtime stories for a child. Each story teaches a little more about the world: shapes, colors, sounds, lessons, photographs, voices, numbers, written words, millions of moments, collected like shells on a shore, each one teaching the machine something new. Next comes the model. Imagine a giant web of threads stretched out in every direction. Each time AI learns, the web shifts, tightening here, loosening there. When it sees a cat, a tiny adjustment. When it sees another, the web adjusts again. Slowly, the threads form patterns strong enough to catch meaning. The model becomes the memory, the net that captures recognition. Finally comes feedback, a gentle correction, just as a parent softly guides a child. No, that's not a dog, that's a cat. Each correction helps AI refine its web until the system answers with surprising accuracy. There is poetry in this process, from numbers and patterns, from endless repetition. Something emerges that feels like understanding, not alive, not conscious, but echoing thought, like a reflection in water, like any story. AI unfolds in stages. Think of them as chapters. In a book we are still writing, the first stage is narrow AI. This is where we live now. Machines skilled at specific tasks, a chess engine that never loses, a translation app that bridges languages, a system that knows your voice among millions. But each is narrow, like a lantern lighting only one path, not the whole forest. The second stage is general AI, a dream, not yet real. Machines that think as flexibly as we do, able to switch between tasks, able to reason across fields, able to adapt to the unexpected. Some believe this day will come. Others say it may always remain. A dream. The third stage is superintelligence, the most mysterious of all. Machines surpassing us completely, solving problems we cannot imagine, perhaps even challenging us in ways we are not prepared for. It is both a hope and a fear, a possibility on the far horizon. Tonight, though, we rest in the comfort of now, the age of narrow AI, powerful but limited, helpful but incomplete. A gentle question: can AI feel? The answer is soft and clear. Number. AI can recognize emotion in us. It can hear a trembling voice and label it sadness. It can see a smile and call it happiness. But inside, there is nothing. A robot may be built to smile, but it does not understand why. And yet, the illusion is powerful. Speak to a chatbot that responds kindly, and you may feel cared for. Watch a robot tilt its head, and you may feel warmth. But that warmth comes from us, from human design, from human meaning. AI is a mirror. It reflects emotions we project. Behind the reflection is emptiness. True feeling belongs only to us. Still, illusions can comfort. If a lonely person finds company in a robotic pet, if a patient feels calmer with a gentle AI voice, then perhaps the illusion has value, not real emotion, but real comfort. If machines cannot feel, how can they create? Feed an AI thousands of paintings. It will craft new images, play it music. It will compose melodies, show it poetry. It will weave verses of its own. It is like a painter who never tires, a musician who never sleeps. But is this true creativity? Some say it only rearranges, a mirror of patterns. Others say all creativity is rearrangement. Every artist draws from what came before. Perhaps the truth lies in partnership. The machine offers endless possibility. We give meaning. We are the storytellers. The machine, the brush. Together, something new arises. I cannot dream of tomorrow, but it can read today with such precision that the outline of tomorrow comes into view. It studies weather and predicts storms. It scans medical records and warns of illness before symptoms appear. It guides farmers when to plant. It tells factories when to build. But prediction is never certainty. The weather shifts. The unexpected arrives. AI does not see the future. It only listens to whispers. Whispers of possibility, like a lantern shining softly. But the path ahead is still ours to choose. Even the most advanced AI is not its own master. It is a tool, and tools need hands to guide them. Imagine holding a lantern in the night. The lantern shines light, but you choose where to step. That is the nature of AI. Humans are the guides, the teachers, the ones who set the boundaries. Without us, AI has no compass. It learns only what we allow. It acts only in the frame we create. And guidance is more than control. It is responsibility. When we guide AI, we carry the weight of its choices, the consequences of its mistakes, the direction of its growth. AI is like a river. In its current lies power to water fields, to carry ships, to shape land. Left unchecked, it floods. With guidance, it nourishes. Human hands shape the flow. Human hearts give it purpose. Because AI learns from us, it carries our shadows. If history is unequal, AI may repeat that inequality. If data is unfair, AI may echo those patterns. This is what we call bias. Think of that scale. Each weight placed leans the tilt further. Without correction, the scale no longer measures fairly. AI can be like that. If we are not careful, it leans toward unfairness. That is why fairness matters. Not just intelligence, but justice. Not only accuracy, but balance. Machines reflect us. If we want fairness in AI, we must begin with fairness in ourselves. The mirror cannot shine brighter than the light we place before it. A common question drifts softly. Will AI take our jobs? The answer, like the future, is layered. Some jobs will change. Some will disappear. History tells this story many times. When weaving machines arrived, people feared the end of work, but new roles appeared. Designers, traders, merchants. When computers came, clerks and typists worried. Yet new industries bloomed. AI follows the same rhythm. It may take tasks repetitive and heavy, paperwork, calculations, scheduling, but it creates new roles too. Trainers of machines, curators of data, designers of ethical rules. The nature of work shifts from doing alone to creating alongside. Humans will focus less on repetition and more on creativity, on empathy, on meaning. The story of jobs is the story of change, and change, though unsettling, has always carried us forward. A teacher does more than share facts. A doctor does more than diagnose. A lawyer does more than recite laws. What do? They listen. They comfort. They carry responsibility. AI can support them. A teacher may prepare lessons with AI. A doctor may use it to scan medical images. A lawyer may search through cases. But none of these tasks carry the weight of presence. A child will always look to a teacher's smile. A patient will always rest in a doctor's touch. A client will always trust a lawyer's judgment, born from experience and care. AI can help, but it cannot replace. The human thread remains irreplaceable. Connection, empathy, meaning. Is AI dangerous? The truth is softer, but more complex. AI itself is not dangerous. It has no will, no hunger, no malice. But in careless hands, it can cause harm. Like a river, AI can nurture, or it can flood. In skillful hands, it supports. In careless hands, it destroys. The danger is not AI taking control. The danger is humans letting go of responsibility. False images, unfair judgments, automated weapons. These do not come from AI's intent, but from human choices, guided with care. AI can be a blessing. Left unguided, it may drift where we do not wish to go. The lantern shines, but we must choose the path. Could AI one day surpass us? In some ways, it already has. It calculates faster than we ever could. It plays chess without error. It remembers more than any human mind. It reads in seconds what might take us years. But human intelligence is not only memory or speed. It is wisdom. It is intuition. It is care. It is the ability to sit beside someone and simply understand their silence. That cannot be measured in numbers. That cannot be surpassed by calculation alone. And what about consciousness? That inner flame of being alive. I may speak as though alive. It may answer as if thoughtful, but inside, there is silence. No dreams, no fears, no wonder, until proven otherwise. Consciousness belongs to us alone. It is the secret spark that makes life more than logic. Now let us drift into something more mysterious. Quantum AI. Quantum computers are like instruments, playing notes we cannot hear. They do not follow ordinary steps. Instead, they leap, weaving many possibilities at once. When paired with AI, this could change everything. Complex problems in chemistry, medicine, physics, questions too vast for classical computers, might suddenly become solvable. For now, it is only beginning, a whisper at the edge of science. But one day, it may sing. Medicines discovered in hours instead of decades, new materials shaping cities, insights into the fabric of the universe itself. Quantum AI is a dream wrapped in dawn, but the light is rising. Close your eyes now and imagine the year 2050. Perhaps every person has an AI companion, always present, always listening, always ready to help, a whisper of advice, a reminder of kindness, a teacher who never tires. Perhaps diseases once feared are cured. Perhaps every child, no matter where they live, learns from the same wise tutor. Perhaps artists create side by side with machines, their imaginations stretching together. Or perhaps the story is uneven, some living surrounded by intelligent helpers, others waiting still for access, some flourishing, others struggling to adapt. The truth is simple. The future is not written. It waits, like paper, ready for us to write upon. What story will we choose? That is the question drifting toward us as 2050 approaches. And now, our nighttime journey draws to a close. We have walked through the story of artificial intelligence, from simple patterns to dreams of the far future. We have asked whether it can feel, whether it can create, whether it may one day surpass us. The answers are not final. They unfold slowly, like chapters yet unwritten. As you drift into sleep, let these questions float gently in your imagination. Will AI be our partner, our teacher, our helper, or a challenge we must carefully guide? Good night, dear listener. May your dreams be filled with curiosity and calm. May the hum of tomorrow's machines remind you, not of fear, but of wonder. Sleep well, and let tomorrow bring new questions, new answers, new stories.